Our next person is Ruth Livier, an actress, writer, producer who was recently featured on the cover of Written By, which is the Writers Guild of America magazine, as the first person to join the Writers Union for her work in new media. She has an award-winning dramedy, is it Ilse?
Ilse.
Ilse. I'm sorry, I blew that. Now in its second season, and she also has a web series, Osiris, in development. She's had a long career in many other roles, going everywhere from Playhouse's Disney to Arlen, Texas, for those of you who are King of the Hill fans. Without any further ado, Ruth.
Thank you. Online video is in its infancy. It was only in 2005, a mere 4 years ago, that a then unknown site called YouTube was launched, effectively beginning the online video revolution that has transformed the internet from an information and communications tool to an entertainment destination. The internet is quickly becoming a new avenue for independent content, diverse content, and minority small business ownership. By nearly all accounts, online video has one of the fastest consumer adoption rates among any form of media distribution. For example, in March 2009, Nielsen's reported 9.6 billion videos streamed by 130 million web users in the month. As this chart illustrates, in the course of 1 year, growth of online video has continued to rise dramatically. During this period, Nielsen estimates that online video usage in the United States has grown by 24%. Advertisers have also begun to flock to online video, spending $587 million in online video advertising in 2008. While this figure is tiny compared to the billions spent on television advertising, online video remains one area of advertising growth even in this economic downturn. While the major media companies have taken to the internet by allowing users to legally watch content ranging from classics such as The Dick Van Dyke Show to the latest episodes of your favorite shows, what is largely unavailable through their extensive libraries is a wider range of diverse, culturally relevant programming, keeping pace with the changing face of America. The U.S. Census Bureau's report of 2007 affirmed that the minority population in the United States climbed to 100.7 million people, or 33.6% of the total population, meaning that 1 in 3 persons in the United States is a minority. And yet, the most recent NAACP report found that minority communities are still not adequately represented on broadcast television relative to their numbers. Now, this lack of balanced and equitable representation translates into fewer job opportunities for minorities, fewer opportunities to make a living as a writer, director, or as an executive in our business, and consequently, less access to lend our voices to entertainment content that is created. For minority content creators, the low barriers to entry on the internet have allowed us to take initiative, create, produce, and distribute our stories, and develop a financially viable business. But my ability and the ability of many other new media content creators is dependent upon my ability to reach an audience unimpeded and unencumbered by gatekeepers and filters. This ability to prove our market has very strong socioeconomic repercussions for our communities. As an American and as a Latina, I got tired of seeing a disproportionate amount of negative stereotypes in traditional media. As a creative, new media empowered me. I saw in the web an opportunity in whatever small way to partake in redefining those unfair and unbalanced perceptions. The only requirement was that an audience be able to find these little 6-minute webisodes that I was writing. I wanted to tell a story that was more in line with the vast majority of the 47 million Latinos who are contributing positively to our communities, rather than the oftentimes biased portrayals of mainstream media. Just last week, the Pew Research Center's Project for Excellence in Journalism issued a report chastising the media's portrayal of Latino Americans. My show, Ilse, is a bicultural dramedy about a modern American Latina, someone with big dreams fighting through other people's low expectations, juggling career, a not-so-successful love life, and a family who sometimes doesn't understand her progressive American ways. There is no way I could have gotten my show done in traditional media. I was quickly dissuaded from trying many times. With no precedent for such programming and a custom of producing content that can be resold in other, most notably European countries, European markets, I wasn't surprised to hear the skepticism I encountered. Now, we started production 2 years ago on the show, and we are effectively now finding an audience, our fan base. As you can see by the fan quotes, it reaches beyond a target niche market. It is even broader than I could have imagined. our numbers have multiplied. Season 1, we had a few thousand. Season 2, now we are closing in on 500,000, halfway through Season 2. And we achieved all of this with zero marketing dollars. My startup production company has been able to tell a relevant American story because the internet allows us the unique opportunity to compete for the hearts, eyes, and minds with billion-dollar media conglomerates of today. Our success is based on the popularity, the strength of our content, our audience's ability to find us, and the sweat equity of an amazing, talented team of creative people. The Writers Guild of America West represents 8,000 writers of television, film, and new media. Being the first person to join the WGA because of my work on the web shows that the web can nurture new voices, give us an opportunity to perfect our craft, and be added to the mix of professional writers and producers, effectively diversifying the talent pool. As a small business owner, I hope to create jobs and open opportunities for others. Allowing ISPs to construct barriers to entry or to offer uncompetitive advantages to those with the deepest pockets will only serve to derail the innovation and entrepreneurial spirit that have driven the internet since the beginning. It was the same freedom that allowed innovators to create the web in the first place. As the inventor of the World Wide Web, Tim Berners-Lee, stated, "When I invented the web, I didn't have to ask anyone's permission. I didn't have to ask anyone's permission to create Ilse. I was able to work hard, pull together the talent, and launch a successful web series." An open internet drives innovation and encourages the independent American entrepreneurial spirit. Failure to maintain the open internet will mean we are repeating the mistakes of our own past. The financial interest and syndication rules were designed to protect the ability for independent voices to be heard. Repealing them has had detrimental effects. It opened the door to media consolidation in traditional media, which allowed a mere handful of companies to dominate the entertainment industry and shape the news and information that gets to the American public and the world. Until the internet, a viable distribution alternative to traditional media has never existed. A neutral, non-discriminatory internet is a market-driven, equal playing field for all Americans, regardless of ethnicity or socioeconomic standing. It allows viewers to find the information and entertainment they want without filters or gatekeepers. It is critical to the vitality of the American public discourse and our democracy. A neutral internet is our best opportunity for diverse voices to partake in the molding of the American perception and perspective. Thank you.